Hey, this is Geek Public Radio right here on geekpublicradio.com. I am Topher. With me, as always, is Crazy Chris.
Hola.
And we're here talking about all of the fun stuff that happens across our desks on the interwebs.
The intertebs. I like intertebs better.
Intertebs.
Intertebs.
I wanted to say intertubes and then interwebs, and it came out intertebs.
The worldwide tubes.
The world tubes.
Which, no. What is up, everybody?
The boom tubes.
Yes. As Topher has mentioned, I am Crazy Chris, and we are, in fact, Geek Public Radio. You can find all of our amazing content on geekpublicradio.com. If you go there, check out some of the past videos we've done, and that will be the home for our future content as well as if you were looking for us on audio format. If you're looking for us on audio content, you will find us anywhere that you stream. So check us out: Spotify, Apple Music, etc., etc. We are there. We are ready for you, etc. So we have a cool thing that we're going to talk about today, as we are both nerds and geeks on opposite ends of the spectrum, hilariously enough. So this is going to be a fun discussion.
Are you making fun of my tism?
Yeah. Listen, I'm on the spectrum too, buddy. It's okay. For all of my tism friends out there, this is your home. Trust me. There's just enough side-splitting comedy as well as deviated subject matter, because that's what we do constantly. We just deviate from the subject matter. Anyways, so without further ado, let's kick it off, man. Let's go to the story, man. What do you got for me?
So once again, earlier last week,
I like how this is happening. Go ahead.
Shatner had got snubbed by Paramount, who owns Star Trek and has owned Star Trek for a millennia.
A bajillion years.
And they're not putting anything out. Earlier, was it last year? They put out.
It was earlier in March.
They put out this image, and the question was posed to Shatner: do you think Kirk is going to be included in any of the new stuff, like they have with Picard and all of that stuff, for Star Trek, on Paramount Plus?
I like his response.
Yeah, his response is, all you have to do is look at the Paramount Plus graphics and answer that question. And as you can look on the screen, there is something decidedly missing.
What could it be?
It's a bunch of captains,
including the animated captain. I just gotta point this out. Including the animated captain, right?
Yeah.
The captain from the animated series is on this graphic.
Except for the first officer. Then there's one first officer.
Right. Is Spock on that one too?
Yeah, literally Spock.
Spock is on. Okay.
Is the only thing from
he was captain at one point. To be fair, he was captain at one point.
In the movies.
Yeah.
But it was in the Kelvin timeline.
Yeah.
But no, so you have Nimoy and all of these captains. Oh, you have LaForge in the background.
Is LaForge back there too? Okay.
Yeah. But you have Archer, you have Picard, you have
the new guy's playing Pine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of the others who are like captains of either the Enterprise, the Voyager, Deep Space Nine, all of that stuff, but no Picard or no Kirk.
So
that was happening in March.
Okay. So you know what? Let's play devil's advocate for a moment. And
we forgot.
Oops, we forgot, right?
Or we couldn't get with your agent in time to put this out. Right. So,
this is all stuff that we currently have licensing likeness rights to.
Right.
Right.
Okay. I mean, technically they have rights to
to Captain Kirk. Yeah, I know. But sure, let's just play stupid excuse. So then fast forward
to Star Trek Day,
which happened. This happened a while ago. So this graphic is also from last year. So Star Trek Day. For those of you who may not be aware, I'm looking it up right now. I thought it was in March.
Well, the thing Day. You sent me was on the 7th.
Right. Star Trek Day.
It was when he responded or whatever.
Oh, wait. What day is Star Trek Day? Come on. Don't do this. Oh, for crying out loud. They had Star Trek Day September 8th, which I'm not sure. Star Trek. Come on. Star Trek Day date. Goodness.
We need our assistant back.
We do. They were very good at this. We are not. Oh, it is September 8th every year. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, you're a Trekkie. You should know that. I'm not a Trekkie. I'm a Star Wars nerd. Which, after perusing
I'm not
some of
much of a Trekkie. I watched all of them.
which
but
would make you a Trekkie. Anyways, after like diving down Shatner's timeline on his X, I was dying laughing. he's 91, by the way. Can we throw that out there?
No,
Happy
that's
freaking 91 to William Shatner, bro. Dude does not look 91.
No, he does not.
I think I'm young. Anyways,
it was pointed out recently
on Star Trek Day,
on Star Trek Day,
September 8th.
That no, it said this here says that it on your thing that it was January 7th, 24.
Right. No. This image was pulled from September. Right. So this back in September, Paramount Plus had released this image, the one that we're currently looking at, the Star Trek Day. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that one right there. So
and
Star Trek Day was released on September 8th. And then someone pointed out to him that Paramount Plus does not have an explanation for this massive flub. So Shatner, of course, being Shatner has pointed out, not the first time it's happened, right? Apparently they have made it a point to not include him in things. And this clearly on the Star Trek Day graphic, we can see.
Yeah, it's like it's been going on for years. It make no difference to me that a group of people who think they're enlightened for whatever they think they are obviously feels threatened by the Kirk character. It's a character from a 60s TV show. Get over it.
Yeah. Which, fair play. That's a really fair point. And let's just go on a limb here. The original captain from the original series, from Star Trek, the original series, TOS, was Captain Pine. And that was on the pilot episode. It was only on the pilot episode, who tested so poorly that they replaced him with one Captain James Tiberius Kirk, played at that time by William Shatner. And then that series exploded.
Hear me out. So Strange New Worlds, with Pine being the thing, whatever, and you have a young Kirk now being on that series. When they take over, or what is the thing of like when they do another one of these images, they're going to put that Kirk in. Yeah. Oh no! Instead of Shatner's Kirk.
Yeah.
And say, oh no, this is the
this is the correct. Oh, so they got the Kelvin timeline, the original series time. What's the other? They have one more, and this is the Strange New Worlds, and I don't know what timeline this is supposed to be.
Well, no, that actually ties back to the original because it's the stuff happened before, or if I remember right, it's the stuff that happened before Kirk took over. Okay. So all of the stuff. That's why you have the genetically enhanced first officer, who yada yada yada.
Okay. And, I'm just going to focus on this because I'm not a Trekkie. The fact that I even know that James Tiberius is his middle name. The fact that I even know that, I should get massive props from the Trekkie crowd. But no, I think he brings up a really good point, and that I follow some celebrities on X. I try to keep up on social stuff as much as I can, just due to a variety of factors. I mean, politics is downstream from culture. Right. And it just understanding culture will give you a greater understanding of how things shape up in the world, especially in this country. But it's same unilaterally really across every country. If you want to know what a political system is doing, just really look at their culture and see what their culture is doing. If they're sitting there singing the praises of their supreme leader, okay, you're probably in a dictatorship, right? Like it's pretty easy to figure out. Just look at their culture. However, the fact that William Shatner is being excluded from this really just speaks volumes to not wanting to glorify a very masculine and extremely strong character from the 1960s. Did I like Kirk as a character? No, I thought he was goofy and over the top. But that's how I feel about it.
Right, but that's looking at it from modern eyes. Like during at the
Oh
time.
no, even when I was a kid, I felt the same way. I liked Next Generation a lot better.
Right, but that was at the time of Next Generation.
Right.
Being that space show is the only thing on TV that looks like that.
True.
And did the things that it did. And he was a part of that.
Yeah.
Totally cut when you say, well, you look at here and you look at this and look at all of the stuff you did, but you're cutting out one of the guys who was like made that possible.
Oh, for sure. This is a gross oversight, right? Just to not include him on Star Trek Day, it's absolutely unconscionable.
Just because you don't like him now.
Right, because you don't like him because he's
90-some years old.
91 years old and has an opinion.
And will tell you to stick it.
Right. And I'm sorry, he probably makes more money from his convention tours than he made on his show.
Right.
I mean, I'm willing to bet. I'd throw $1,000 wager on that on his convention tour stops, he makes more money in a year than he ever made from a movie or from a TV show. Right. I'd be willing to bet hard money on that.
And my favorite thing would be like if I ever got to whatever, and he'd be like, oh, so you're a Star Trek fan? Yeah. No, I love T.J. Hooker.
Right. Or this, like, here's another good point. Like, imagine, I'm just going to go down the convention path for a second. Imagine going to convention hosted by Paramount Plus. Okay. We're going to think of like, this is a cyberspace. Okay. Right. Which is just a cyber version of real space. Okay.
Right.
Imagine going to a convention proper, physically, as a fan, and then every one of the captains is represented except for, and there's no William Shatner. Yeah, like, how pissed off would you be as a fan?
Yeah, no, like
you would be furious. I would immediately leave. I'd be like, absolutely not. This is so stupid. Why are you doing this? Like that. But I mean, I have a principled stance when it comes to specific things like that. That's like saying,
maybe like
Star Wars with no Luke Skywalker.
Right.
Right. There's no Mark Hamill. No, I get the fact that, okay, we can't have Princess Leia anymore. Rest in peace. But it's the same principle. You can't say, here's the cast. And then not have
remaining cast, Shatner. Like of Star Wars.
And they've made, and apparently this goes deeper too, because they've made mention to Lieutenant Uhura, right? They've made mention to.
She's even on the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Spock and Uhura and
George Takei's character, who I can't even remember who he played. Sulu.
Yeah.
Sulu.
Takei.
Takei, is it Takei or Takai? Takei.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. Hello. Like whatever his character name is. Sulu.
Yeah.
You know, they've made mention to all of these characters and they've paid homage to all these characters, but they intentionally leave off Shatner because Shatner's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe he votes a particular way that they don't like, or not even. I don't even think he probably votes that way. I think this is more along the lines of what you guys are saying is stupid, and because he's got the cojones to say you guys are dumb.
Right.
And they just don't like
He doesn't care. At his age, he doesn't care to come off as gruff.
Right. Exactly. And he gets away with it.
Right.
And also,
I mean, honestly, if I was
great shape, man.
If I was 90-some years old, I wish I looked as young.
Right.
Like, and we know a guy who's in his mid-70s and doesn't look as young.
Right.
And who looks older than
At
Shatner.
Times. We love you, but at times he does look older.
Yeah.
But there are times, and I'll give credit too. There are some times that man just pops off and he's vibrant, bouncing off the walls, and I'm like, huh? All right, well, let's go. I guess. I don't know if you had your coffee or your cocaine, but let's go.
So on that note, Paramount, pay attention to your roots. I know nobody who was there back in the day.
Couldn't have been.
Nobody cares about back in the day, but your fans do.
Stop isolating and alienating the people that give you money.
Yeah, because when he's not here anymore,
take your Bud Light lessons.
Yeah, when he's not here anymore, you're going to miss the opportunities to be able to promote.
Oh, I guarantee.
And to have him do stuff.
And see, this is the thing that pisses me off, and this is my last soapbox rant, and I'll be done. When he passes, I promise you, they will not miss the opportunity to cash grab every single thing that they can from his death. Right. They will do. Oh, we got to pay homage to it. We're going to get huge numbers and we'll re-release the entire series. I guarantee it.
Right.
I'm calling it right now. And this is the date. What is this? January. We're on January 10th. Okay. 2024. I'm calling this.
We're
Paramount
recording
Plus.
On the 10th. You're hearing this.
All right. We're recording. Oh, no. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. We're recording this on the 10th. Sorry.
Yeah. Because you're going to be hearing this.
At some other date.
On the 15th.
On the 15th. Okay. So, sorry, gave it away, guys. Pre-recorded. Oh, no. But here we are on this date, right? Here we are on this date, and I'm calling the shot right now. So I'm going to call it January 10th. You're hearing it January 15th, that when William Shatner passes, they're going to cash grab every opportunity they can. And here's what I'm going to ask of you Trekkie fans out there. Don't buy it. Don't bite into it. Don't let them get away with it.
Well, the problem is they're going to say, well, see, that's why we never did it, because nobody was interested. That's the problem. Fine. Unless you throw it in their face saying, like, I would love to have had this. I would love it, whatever. But you're doing this to cash in on somebody that you didn't pay attention to when they were alive.
Yeah. And that's so sad. Don't let their funeral, like, don't let this be the funeral where everybody shows up. Oh my God, he was such a good person. And they don't know who the heck that person was.
Right.
Right. And that's how I feel like it's going to be. A lot of people are going to show up at my funeral. Like maybe 10 of them maybe know who I was.
Right.
So, but anyways, that's my soapbox rant. Paramount, get your shit together.
On that note, we are done for today. We will see you guys tomorrow on the next episode right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. This is Geek Public Radio. I am Topher.
I am Crazy Chris.
And we will see you later.
Peace.